Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome back this week to this week's edition of the Detox Divas. We are coming into my favorite season with Heart and Body Naturals, which is detox season. And I absolutely love to detox. Let me hear in the chat if you've ever done one of our protocols with the liver, the parasite cleanse, what your experience was. Love to hear that feedback. And I'm going to put a call to action at the end of this. So be prepared if you've done a liver cleanse or parasite cleanse before with us. So tonight, every successful parasite cleanse begins with the liver. And we're going to go over that and why that is important. So my name is Tina. I host these every Thursday night at 7 o'clock Central. It's the same exact link, coffeetalkwithtina.com. And you can always count on some great education, topics that I love to talk about: detoxing, root cause healing, natural GLP-1 support, all of that. I'm the founder of iRose Healing. That is the name of my company, and the Detox Divas. And I specialize in root cause healing through detox protocols, mineral balancing like fulvic acid, and terrain health. I help women reclaim their health from the inside out. So we wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for these two extraordinary women. One of them is Paula Scarcella, our owner. The other is Alexandria Brighton, our formulator. And these two women are such a powerhouse. Paula has been in the industry, saw everything wrong with it. So she created her own company with everything right. She's extremely passionate about root cause healing, like we are. And she's always trying to find ways to make the products better, switching up the ingredients if something new comes out that she knows is going to be more impactful, as well as giving us pay raises several times throughout the year. So that's pretty powerful. So we were founded to share the healing trilogy. That's mind, body, and soul, 3 superfood powders. Alexandria's plant-based formulas designed to heal the mind, body, and the soul. Only brand offering the original formulations from Alexandria Brighton. Alexandria's got 50 years in aromatherapy, plant medicine, and all of that. She started back in the 70s, built on values of authenticity, ethics, transparency. And actually, August 1st will be 15 years that Green Organics has existed. Green Organics is our parent company. Pure farm sourced ingredients. We're so passionate about quality products and making sure that they're pure when they get to you, that we have built our own 16,000 square foot in-house manufacturing facility that is inspected by the FDA. I did a call on that last year. We had our first surprise visit by the FDA, and we got 99% approval, whatever, on the score. And the 1% that we missed out on was because of the FDA liaison that forgot to file the paperwork. So we would have had 100%, which is unheard of when you have your first inspection. So that should tell you the dedication to purity, quality, and all of that we get in our products. So you don't have to worry about the junk that you get at Walmart, Kmart, that's aging myself. Walmart, Walgreens, Amazon, those types of places. Please don't buy your supplements from those places. So before we go any further, I do want to say this information has not been evaluated by the FDA and is not intended to treat, diagnose, cure, prevent any diseases. The information is not intended as a substitute for the advice or medical care of a qualified healthcare professional. You should seek advice of your healthcare professional before undertaking any dietary or lifestyle changes. This information is provided for educational purposes only, not for use by children, pregnant, nursing, or individuals with weakened immune systems. Please talk to your doctor. Consult with a physician before use if you have serious medical conditions or use prescriptions, and keep out of reach of kids and pets if you have those in the house. But we do have a product information page for every single product. There's a QR code on every product that you can scan and see the safety warnings. So no fear there. So, the foundation, let's start there. The liver is your body's quiet filter. Your liver processes every single toxin you're exposed to, every chemical, every byproduct that your body encounters. And it is the central hub of your entire detoxification system. And when it's functioning well, things move through and out the way they should. But when it's sluggish, overwhelmed, or back up, those toxins have nowhere to go. They linger, they recirculate, and everything downstream and outstream suffers from mind, lungs, skin, constipation issues, inflammation issues. There's just a lot of things that happen when your liver is backed up. It is the gatekeeper of your detox pathways. And if it is not open, nothing else is going to work. So, what happens when your liver is sluggish? When the detox pathways stay closed, the toxins have nowhere to go. And that's why you see such what's the word I'm looking for? So many people that have these inflammatory responses within their bodies, autoimmune diseases, obesity, all of that. It's all tied to a sluggish liver. And when the toxins linger without a functioning liver, the waste products from daily life, the food you eat, processed foods, the personal care products, the laundry and cleaning products, and the environment, they stay trapped in your tissues instead of being processed and eliminated. And when the pathways stay closed, so your body has a built-in detox system, but we are so inundated with chemicals on every level. But the routes require the liver to be open and active, and that sluggish liver means those exits are blocked. They can't go anywhere. And when you start hitting the parasites, like we're going to do starting February 22nd, your body has nowhere to send these toxins. And when parasites die off, they release toxins of their own as well as eggs to make sure that their population stays present within the body. And so they recirculate and they make you feel worse instead of better. So this is why we start at the foundation. We start with the liver. Step 1, we open up that liver. Step 2, we clear those detox pathways. And step 3, then we'll go into hitting the parasites. We're going to cover more of that on another call. Tonight's more about the liver prep and why that is so incredibly important. So this system opens up what we're doing, we're going to be opening up these drainage pathways first so that when the parasites start to die off and releasing their toxins into your bloodstream, your body can actually process and eliminate them. Now, you think of someone, we'll just say going for cancer treatments, because that's kind of a passion project of mine. So they flood the body with all these toxins, right? And if the detox pathways are not open, these toxins just stay in the body and they just recirculate, and they'll end up making you more sick later on, which is why some people have like the chemo flu, right? The toxins are building up, making you feel sick because your detox pathways are not open. And you probably have cancer because of the detox pathways not being open in the first place. And so what we're doing by prepping the liver first with the liver tincture is we are making sure that you have a safe detox. This is not a detox. It's going to make you feel like you have the flu, like you're upset. It's not going to give you the migraines. If it does have any of that, then we're going to want to take a step back and maybe cut your servings in half, but still move forward. So that's it. So what we're going to do on February 22nd, that is -7. That's 7 days before the actual parasite cleanse starts. And this is where the preparation becomes everything. So starting 7 days before the actual parasite protocol starts, you're going to use a product called Liver Support. It's a little vial, a little bottle with a dropper in it, much like you would see like a CBD bottle. It's that same size. And starting 7 days before the actual parasite protocol begins, we're going to use that liver support tincture to wake up and open up that liver pathway. And so what you're going to do is you're going to take 10 to 20 drops added to your beverage. I've taken it straight in my mouth. It's a little spicy, so I don't recommend that, but add it to your coffee, add it to a glass of water, add it to whatever it is you're going to drink 8 times a day. I know that seems excessive, but your liver is so backed up, especially if you've not done any detoxing before, that we want to make sure that you're not going to have any ill effects once we hit that parasite cleanse. And so this liver supports that bile flow, the digestion, the lymphatic movement, and your mineral balance, as well as hormones. And all of these systems need to be awake and flowing before you introduce that parasite protocol. So what is in this? You probably have, yes, adding it to your healing trilogy. That is a great thing. And if you're a guest, please say hello in the comments so we can love on you. We're so grateful to have you here. So you probably heard of milk thistle. Milk thistle is they call it a weed, but it is an herb. And it has been used for hundreds of years to treat liver concerns, contains salmarian, which is a flavonoid that protects the liver from toxins, including drugs like acetaminophen. Did you know that acetaminophen is one of the, I think it's the #1 leading cause of liver disease? Yes. So Tylenol, things that are acetaminophen, pain relief is going to really tax that liver. So if you're taking that every day, a liver cleanse is really something you're going to want to do. And you're going to want to take liver support ongoing just to make sure that your liver has that love. There's also barberry bark in there. It boosts the bile secretion to help the body digest the fatty foods that you eat, promotes overall liver health, gallbladder health, and may even help lower the LDL cholesterol. So barberry bark is really good. Then you have burdock root, and that contains very powerful antioxidants that reduce that inflammation. Active ingredients proven, scientifically proven, to remove toxins from the bloodstream. How cool is that? Burdock root can help cleanse your blood. And then you have blue purum root, and that has been used for centuries in Chinese medicine for liver problems. And research has shown that it may protect the liver and support a healthy immune system. Boy, with everything going on in the world right now, your immune system is something you definitely want to be on top of. It also contains fennel, ginger, golden root, and barberry bark in an organic sugarcane alcohol base at 30%. So it's very good. It's not bad flavor, just a little spicy. One of the things that's going to come in this kit is one of my favorite products. Vitality is something that I drink absolutely every day, probably a half a gallon of this a day. I am not one to drink just plain water as much. Vitality gives me just that hint of flavor. It's very mild. It's a delicious loose leaf tea. And how I prepare it, I bring anywhere from 2 to 4 cups of water to a boil on my stove. And then I add a tablespoon of the Vitality, and then I cover that and let it steep I let mine steep overnight. I've had some actually steeping all day. So when I'm done, I'm going to strain that and then pour that into my gallon pitcher and then fill it up with filtered water after. So that is something that you're going to want to drink 4 to 8 cups a day. I said add sweetener because I know that there are some sweet tooth people in here, which is a parasite telltale sign, just so you know. But use an organic sweetener like Milo and Stur, STUR. Both of those are not Mio, right? Mio, I think is the name. And so you're going to drink 4 to 8 cups of Mio. Thank you, Jessica. And the longer the herbs steep, up to 12 hours, the more vitamins and minerals are going to be extracted from this loose leaf. And I don't put it in a tea ball or anything like that. I just pour the dump the tablespoon of loose leaf in that boiling water and let it sit and kind of swim and have a little boil water party, whatever you want to call it. And then I strain it into my pitcher the next day. So this is going to hydrate. It's going to flush. It's going to awaken the natural detox pathways. It's really great for gut health, encourages lymphatic flow, kidney support, and daily digestive comfort. It contains antioxidants, polysaccharides, flavonoids, terpenes, phytosterols, and alkaloids from organic green tea, matcha, oolong, red clover, passion flower, cacao nibs, cinnamon, yerba mate, licorice, burdock, chamomile, and more. So we're going to start during prep week and continue through day 21 with the vitality. It's going to help you stay hydrated while your liver is starting to perform and function using that liver support tincture. I drink my vitality all the time anyway. So it's not a big change for me, but drinking that 4 to 8 glasses a day is something you're definitely going to want to make sure that you stay on top of. So what are you going to eliminate starting now? Not next week, not on the 22nd. We're going to start now because this is something that you should probably be focusing on with your daily diet and nutritional sources all the time. You want to stay away from sugar. Sugar, if you crave sugar, I would 90% say you've got parasites. It's something that they feed on. And ironically, so do cancer cells. Cancer cells are triggered. They need that sugar for energy to grow and thrive. And so sugar is something you're definitely going to want to cut out. Thank you, Chelsea. Stir and True Lemon are better choices. Thank you very much. I knew one of those two had some caution to it, but I have not heard of True Lemon, so I'm going to try that one. Processed foods, that's a middle of the store food. We don't shop middle of the store. We shop the outside exterior aisles because that's where the healthy stuff is. And so we want to avoid all of that. We don't want that food in our body because that brings in more toxins that causes more issues later down the road. Alcohol. So little side note here, March 1st is my sobriety date. I will have 3 years of sobriety, and it all started with a liver cleanse. I had attempted a liver cleanse 4 different times. And ran community challenges within my wellness community and could not make it 3 days without a drink. Now, there were some extenuating circumstances that I used as excuses, like one of them, my grandma died, but alcohol was a big part of my life. And if I can do it after as much as I was drinking just for these 22 days, I know you can do it too. I have full faith in you. Gluten, this can cause inflammation in the gut lining, and we want the gut calm and ready, not inflamed and reactive. So we're going to cut out gluten and dairy. That can be mucus forming, hard to digest. We want digestion running smoothly, not sluggish. So those are some things to get rid of. So what are some things you want to emphasize starting now and daily? Like if you're ready to make a total life change and really reclaim your health, these are some things that you're going to want to focus on. Obviously, you don't have to do everything at once. If you're on a journey, take what you can get rid of and get rid of it, and then throw in things that you can use and you do like. So we want to do the bitter greens, dandelion, arugula. Arugula makes such a fantastic salad. I love arugula. It almost has like a peanut taste almost to it. I love arugula. Mustard greens, they both stimulate the bile flow from the liver and the gallbladder. Bile is so essential for breaking down those fats and eliminating toxins. You're going to want to have pumpkin seeds, papaya seeds, traditionally used. Papaya seeds can be a little bitter. I tell people don't chew them, swallow them whole. maybe put them in a shot glass or a glass like your morning shot of healthy supplements. Take that first thing, put the things in there, and just throw them back and swallow them. And you can actually start those now. Pumpkin seeds are great on a salad. They're great just to grab a handful and eat. You can, if you have a large supply of it, you can make pumpkin seed peanut butter, kind of like that. And so starting them now, this begins a process gently before we step into the full protocol. Raw garlic, it's a natural antimicrobial properties that supports that immune system, provides sulfur compounds that support liver detoxification pathways. When I was sick for a couple weeks ago, I couldn't do the Diva call. I got hit by a Mack truck. And I'd put garlic cloves, organic garlic cloves, in a mason jar and filled it with honey. And then I would take spoonfuls of that honey throughout the day while I was sick. And I know that had a big hand in helping me. And I would eat the garlic too. But I know that had a big hand in helping me not get as sick as what I've heard from other people. And then fermented foods. I saw Jessica say that she had some kimchi earlier. Pickles, sauerkraut, kimchi, naturally fermented vegetables provide beneficial bacteria that prepare the gut terrain for a more effective cleanse. Anything bitter is going to be really good. Lemon, I love sliced lemon, fresh. I know that may be weird to some of you, but I do love a good sliced lemon. But all of that is going to help that liver start processing and working functionally. Speaking of lemons, this is one thing that you can start now as well. The morning lemon olive oil flush is really, really a great way to do it. I actually add our soul superfood into this, but first thing in the morning, here's what I do on an empty stomach. I squeeze the juice of half of a lemon into a small glass, add a tablespoon of high quality olive oil, mix together and drink it down quickly. I will add, as I said, the soul superfood. Yeah, Jessica, there are a couple brands that I recommend. I've got a couple in my cupboard. I'll share some photos of those. Let me get a drink real quick. I'll add our cayenne tincture to that, as well as the soul superfood to that. Whatever you want to throw in there, but just that lemon and olive oil is really going to push that liver and make it kind of squeeze out everything that has been storing up overnight and get rid of it. So why does this work? So this combination, lemon's acidity and olive oil's fat, contain signals and it signals the gallbladder to contract and release the bile. And bile is how the liver packages and eliminates those toxins. If bile is not flowing, toxins cannot leave, and the gallbladder needs to be moving efficiently before you start releasing the parasitic waste. Sorry, got a tickle in my throat. So mineral balanced water. Now, I love my Fulvic for the minerals, or the Ocean Vitality. Both of those have amazing minerals in them. I take them together. And just for anybody that has tried the Ocean Vitality, it is, there are 5 different types of sea vegetation in there. And so sometimes, well, most of the time, every time, let's just be honest, every time it's a very oceany, fishy taste and smell. But I always add a drop of lemon essential oil to that, and it completely kills that fishy taste. So if you've been struggling with the Ocean Vitality, that's just a little hint that you can use to take down that taste. And then it hardly has any taste at all. So the lymphatic system needs movement to clear the toxins. And unlike your heart, which has a pump, the lymph system does not have its own pump. It relies on the hydration and physical movement to flow. So mineral balance, plain distilled or reverse osmosis water without minerals can actually pull minerals from the body. adding fulvic acid, sea salt, or drink water that naturally contains minerals is going to be your thing that you want to do. You're going to want to drink half of your weight in ounces of water every day. And you should be doing that every day also. That's like, you should make that your goal. During detox prep, even more is better, because we want to make sure that all of our systems are flushed before we go in with the parasitic herbs and material that we're going to get them with after our 7 days with the liver tincture. And again, back to that movement. I don't know if you guys have seen my videos. I've been doing just crazy dance videos, just bouncing, throwing my arms up in the air. There's no routine. People have asked me for my routine, which I find so hilarious because there is no routine. I just free dance for about, I don't know, 5 minutes, maybe, bouncing, and that's going to help that lymphatic system. I'm going to do some training too on how to dry brush also, because that's another important part that you should incorporate into your weekly, 3 times a week, maybe, a lymphatic drainage protocol. So bowel prep, let's talk about the stinky part. So opening that exit door, if that exit door is not open, toxins are going to recirculate and you're going to feel a lot worse. And we don't want that, you guys. We want this to be super gentle on you. We want you to come out of this thinking, that was an amazing cleanse and I feel cellularly clean. Like, that's how I feel when I get done with it. So we want you to feel that exact same way. And you need to make sure that you're doing 2 to 3 eliminations daily before starting that parasite protocol, 1 to 3 eliminations a day. And if you're not having that per day during the prep, you need to address it now. Increase your magnesium intake, citrate or oxide, start slow and increase gradually. The deep cleanse kit does include colon support tinctures starting day 3, but bowel function should already be moving well before that. You can use that colon support starting now if you're not having a bowel movement every day. I take that when I travel, because sometimes when I travel, I get backed up and my plumbing doesn't work as efficiently as it does when I'm at home. But having that colon support when I travel has made a huge difference in making sure that my detox pathways are still flowing, even while traveling. And when people skip this step, they end up with intense die-off reactions from the parasites when they die, that could have been prevented. So let's make sure you're pooping once or twice a day, maybe 3 times. That is normal to people. That is normal to go 1 to 2, maybe 3 times a day. So some people think, well, I go every 3 days. So let me hear in the chat. Are you brave enough to share? Do you go once a day? Give me a 1 in the chat if you go once a day. Mental and emotional help here. Set your intentions. Why are you doing a parasite cleanse? What do you want to feel like on the other side of this? I want you to write this down, not now, maybe, but when you're sitting and you're thinking and you're writing down your grocery list of the foods that you want to get, what are some things that you want to have on the other side of this? So for me, it was sobriety. And now it is the cellular, like my cells feel clean when I'm done with one of these cleanses. I have so much energy, clarity. I'm craving good foods. It's just an amazing feeling. And I can't wait for first time people to experience this. Let me know in the comments too, if you have ever done a cleanse with us before, if you've not done a cleanse with us. Let me know in the comments if you've not done a cleanse with us yet. So set your intentions, write it down. And when things get uncomfortable during the cleanse, because it's a longer cleanse, it's 22 days. And so I need you to promise that you're going to stick with me for those 22 days. I've got posts that will be going in the group that will help encourage you. We'll have check-in posts. And I would really, really like to have some interaction on those posts so I know that people are doing the cleanse and that holds you accountable. So then the gut brain connection. So parasites influence that gut brain connection, and they can drive cravings for food they want, particularly sugar. Like I mentioned earlier, when they start dying, you'll probably experience some fatigue, irritability, brain fog, or intense cravings. And knowing this ahead of time helps you recognize it that it's a sign that it's working and not a reason to quit. Now, there is a newer nasal inhaler with our sister company, Godasana, that's called Crave Crusher, I think is what it's called. That has been a game changer for me when I have those cravings. Like, one of the things I crave is we have one of the best dairies here in Des Moines, Iowa, and their chip dip, I could eat an entire tub all by myself of potato chips. And that is something that I crave when I'm doing a cleanse. This Craving Crusher nasal inhaler has been a game changer for me, not breaking down and eating an entire tub of chip dip. So just know that you've got this, my friend. You are going to do so amazing on this, but I wanted you to be aware of what is coming, just so you aren't like taken off guard and you don't finish the cleanse. So how long are we going to prep? Well, that's 7 days minimum. The protocol does recommend the 7 days as the standard prep phase. And this works well for most people who are generally healthy and have decent elimination. Craving Crusher. Yeah. Okay. Good. I did get it right. And then consider starting now, especially with the lemon shots, removing the processed foods, removing the alcohol, the sugar, the gluten, the dairy, things like that. Start now, start your water intake, because you probably have a very heavy toxic load. History of chronic illnesses, if you're sick all the time. Like, I was talking to my friend this morning or yesterday, and she's been sick 3 times now since Christmas. So it's like, okay, girl, we need to get you on a liver cleanse. Poor diet for years, since they don't have a gallbladder. Yes, you can still do it without a gallbladder. Yep, thank you. Give your body more time to open up, even if you just go for a quick 10-minute walk. I know it's cold out in a lot of areas, but they have places you can go. You can do the fun dancing like I do. I'm telling you, that is such a mood boost. And I've been dancing a lot lately. But that's going to give your body time to open up and prepare you more for the parasite cleanses coming. And lunar cycle awareness. We do this over the full moon because parasites are more active during the full moon. They come out of their hiding spaces in the different organs and the tissues and things like that for reproduction. So if you ever have if you're a teacher, you know that kids are a little bit more rambunctious over the full moon in the classroom. Eloise, I will get back to you on that. I do not think it would be an issue, but you can, whoever invited you to the call, you can ask them for the product information page, and you can take that to your oncologist and have them look over the ingredients, or the pharmacist. Take it to your pharmacist. They'd actually be better. I need to go. Can I finish watching later? Yes, Tina, it will be shared in the groups. Just reach out to whoever invited you to the call and they can get that recording to you. So this full moon window, we want to start a few days before the full moon and go a few days after, and that's going to get all of the parasites in there. I'm going to go over the kit on another call, because the kit is going to tell you what we're going to take care of when we're killing those off. Yep, Mountain Valley spring water is sparkling water is good. And so I love to do the parasite cleanse on this one because it is called the worm moon. And so I always like to start our first parasite cleanse of the year over the worm moon. And that is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be clearing those worms. It's not required, but it does make the cleanse a lot more effective. Common mistakes to avoid: skipping the liver prep. We've talked about this all night tonight, right? Jumping right into a parasite cleanse is so dangerous. And I see influencers and health coaches on the internet all the time that do not teach this, and it completely irritates me. I get irate. I stay out of their comments because, I don't want to start a war or anything like that, but I do educate a lot on the calls and on my own personal page that doing a parasite cleanse without liver prep is very dangerous. Not drinking enough water. Well, number one, that's a daily thing. Not drinking enough water. If your organs do not have that water to help move and function, they're just turning into like little dehydrated organs. So you want to make sure that you're drinking enough water. Ignoring constipation. If the exit door is not open before you start, all those toxins have nowhere to go. They recirculate, making you sick. And when people skip the liver prep, the headaches, fatigue, nausea, and skin breakouts are a lot worse. Some people will experience those on a mild case, but if you are not properly prepared with that, with those 7 days that we're going to prep with, then the liver was not prepared to process what's coming. So we are going to talk about the cleanse, the kit. You see that liver support right there, that blue bottle right there. So we're going to have parasite cleanse in this kit, and we are going to go over how to prepare it, the different steeping methods for different experience levels. We're going to go over Purge Tonic. Purge Tonic is an amazing tonic and how it amplifies the deep cleanse. We've got that heavy metal and toxin binder. That is such an amazing product. We've not had that before. That's going to help capture and eliminating what gets released instead of your body reabsorbing it. And then colon support that I mentioned earlier, keeping that elimination regular and comfortable throughout. So if you have a problem with bowel movements, colon support might be something you want to consider taking on a daily basis, because it helps the colon's microbiome break down and process all the junk that your body's not using. And then we have the HEPA detox and gut check. And this is where we shine. This is something that no other protocol does. I can't say no other, but we're one of the very few detox groups that not only require you to prep for the parasite cleanse, but also we're going to go in and restore the minerals that were taken out during the cleanse, because there are some minerals. That's another reason you might feel a little funky on the cleanse, just a little low energy, little low emotions. My husband always knows when I'm doing a cleanse because I get a little crabby. And so this is where the liver renewal and rebuilding the gut lining and the microbiome come into play after that cleanse happens. So very, very important 3-step process. So what are you going to do this week? You got to get that detox kit ordered, because we start on the 22nd, and I want you to have time to get familiar with the products. We're going to start, like I said, the liver support on 2/22, love numbers, and we're going to do 10 to 20 drops in water 8 times a day. If you're doing the deep cleanse, you'll also start brewing and drinking your Vitality 4 to 8 cups daily. You can start that now when you get it. Eliminate your toxic foods, your sugar, processed alcohol, gluten, and dairy. Eliminate that today. Add in your bitter greens. I'm telling you, go get some arugula and make yourself a delicious salad. It is so, so good. Start the morning lemon olive oil, increase your water intake, and monitor your bowel movements and address any constipation now. So this Prep phase is the foundation. And when you do it right, the actual cleanse is going to be so much smoother for you. It's going to be more effective. It's going to be less uncomfortable, and skip it and you're going to struggle. And I don't want that for you. We want you to make sure that this is enjoyable. So that is the presentation. Now let's do a little housekeeping. Oh, yes. So if you have never purchased from Heart and Body Naturals before, you've got a brand new account. You get the deep cleanse kit. You're going to get a free sleep magnesium not lotion, oil spray. This is your nightly invitation to unwind, relax, and drift into restful sleep. And here's the thing: the liver does most of its work between 2 a.m. and 3 a.m. So if you're waking up during that time, you probably have some liver issues going on. And this sleep magnesium spray is going to be your best friend. I love this so much. So this is going to deliver highly absorbable magnesium through the skin, bypassing the GI tract. So it's not going to have any laxative effect on you. Magnesium is responsible for over 300 different enzyme reactions in the body, and a deficiency can make you twice as likely to die, according to the Journal of Intensive Care Medicine. How scary is that? Applied topically, it calms the nervous system, eases the tension, and signals the body that it's time to rest. So this has herbs in it, sleep-enhancing essential oils, lavender, ylang ylang. That's got a sedative effect that relieves the stress, calms the mind, promotes sleep. It's got plumeria in it, soothing properties that calm breathing and promote better sleep. And then Divana works as an anxiolytic and sedative to help bring about your sleep. So all you're going to do is just spray it on your legs. If you've got restless legs, I've heard some amazing testimonies on how this has completely stopped that for them. Spray it on the bottom of your feet. I do want to tell you though, that if you are magnesium deficient, you're going to feel a sting, not a bad sting, just an uncomfortable little bit of like sting on your skin. And that is your body saying, hey, I really like this. I'm really deficient in it. And let me tell you, I got my husband to finally start using the Power Max magnesium spray as his deodorant. And he is so deficient. It took a week for him to stop the stinging on his armpits. It took, oh, Jessica, it smells so good. It is such a, how do I say this properly? It's such a seductive scent to it, and it's very, very appealing to women. So that you're going to get that for free, and that's a $30 value right there. So if you're detoxing, here's another place you can start to detox. This is a kit from, this is my favorite kit that our sister company, Go to Sauna, offers. The fresh, clean, and oily. It's got your deodorant in it. It's got your bar of soap in it that has no toxins. It has your tooth powder in there. It has Hope essential oil, which is going to be amazing for your mood balancing. It's got pink grapefruit. Adding a drop of pink grapefruit to your vitality would also be very beneficial if weight loss is also a goal of yours. And just a side note here, you will be able, most people do end up losing anywhere from 3 to 12 pounds on our past parasite cleanses or liver cleanses, parasite liver. This one is more intense. So I see the possibility of people losing even more weight. This will be the first time we've done this kit as a community. So I'm super excited for the testimonies, which is why it's going to be super important for you to interact in the groups when the posts come out, so that we can kind of value or see the value in this and make changes accordingly. So that kit there on the left, you're getting 3 essential oils, a tooth powder, a bar of soap, and a thing of deodorant for $60. Like, that is just a crazy low amount. That Hope essential oil and the Clear essential oil, both of those are emotional blends. And emotional blends, typically you'll find them in other companies for anywhere from $80 to $130, $140. So that's going to be everything you need to stay clean during this. And for those of you that commented, I'm going to be following up. If you would do me a favor, I would love to have a video of you explaining why you love the liver cleanse or the parasite cleanse. And I will be featuring those on the Detox Divas next week. So if you want to hear from people that have had real results from this, I welcome you to come back next Thursday. Again, that's coffeetalkwithtina.com, 7 o'clock Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. We're going to have testimonies from real people that have had real results on this cleanse. And coming up directly after this, if sharing with your friends and family is something that possibly might interest you, even if it's just a couple hours of total through the week, 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes a day, if you can fit that into your schedule and share these life-changing products with other people, I feel it's like my responsibility to let you know that there is a way to earn an income just by sharing products that you love with people that you care about. Coach Marcus is an amazing leader here in the company, and he's going to go over the benefits of coming on as part of the team. And so I highly encourage you to hop on that as soon as this call is over in about 10 minutes. He'll be starting up, and that's oneteam1dreamhangout.com. And that, my friends, is the, let's see, there we go. That, my friends, is the call. And I just want to take a moment and just thank you so much for coming on the call tonight. Super excited to have you all here. Can't wait to see you next week. Can't wait to do this cleanse with you. Like I said, I love to detox. I had never detoxed before coming to this company. And now, like, I get so excited when it's detox season. So spring and fall, we do a lot of detoxing. And if you're on a weight loss journey, this is going to be weight release journey. We don't want to lose it because we don't want to find it. We're on a weight release journey. And so if you're on a weight release journey, then this is going to be a great way to kickstart that or even give you a boost if you're in the middle of it. So anyway, have a great night. I love you all. We'll see you next week with some great testimonies. Bye-bye.